Everyone, hope everything's going well. Today I wanted to do a video once again on Kurt's Card Care. This is my own opinion. I understand some people may not agree with me, but Kurt's Card Care, in my opinion, is for grifters. Now, a lot of people that watched me last year freaked out when I talked about it, but ultimately, this, you could say, substance has helped people make a lot of money on cards where they shouldn't have made that much money. One of the reasons why the guy made it, from my understanding, or one of his reasons why he supports this product, is because back in the day, people used to put their cards in those screw downs, whatever they're called. And what happened was they took those out of them, they sent them to these grading companies, and the complaints people had was that, hey, look, these card companies are saying the card's altered. But when in fact, that was not the intention. They weren't trimming, they weren't doing hanky panky. Now, what people are using this product for is quite crazy, in my opinion. Like that 120-some-year-old guy, he's taking this Pokemon card, taking it from a PSA 9, and you could turn it to PSA 10, and that will be the perceived value, according to his video, was what, $15,000. Okay? If that indeed is the value of that card. Now, the thing is, you keep on doing this, you will artificially, and this is a lot of people out there, they're not thinking about the long term. They're only thinking about short term. And this is how the society is. This is the problem with our society. You artificially increase the amount of PSA 10s. I talked about this in my other videos, or the PSA 9s. You may take some PSA 6 card and turn it into a 9, or a 9 to a 10. Guess what happens? You artificially increase the supply of these cards in high grades. What will happen to the value of the cards over time? It will become less. It will become, less scarce. And when it's less scarce, what's going to happen to the price? It will go down. And let's look at another situation. Let's look at the economy in general. 1930s. It was a depression. History, as Mark Twain says, doesn't necessarily repeat itself, but it rhymes. We're in a phase where we're going from decent growth that we saw in our lifetime as kids to a period of struggle. That's the cycle that's going to happen, in my opinion. What's going to happen to sports cards in a time where people are even struggling more than they are right now? You think they're going to go up like crazy, or are you going to go down? What will Kurtscardcare do? Or are these other substances? In the short run, it's going to help, maybe right now, these people. But ultimately, it's going to not do a thing at all, in my opinion, because these cards are going to come even crashing down further down the road. Not right now, but down the road. So that's just my own opinion on that. I'm just looking at our society in general. It's always about the short term. Look at the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve printed all this monopoly money after the dot-com, right, which led to the real estate crash. And then after the real estate crash, they pumped up the economy. Okay, they papered over the problems, but there's still structural issues. You had the pandemic. They papered over that problem, printed money, and now the bubble is in commercial real estate. And on top of it, the whole system in general, which I think is going to blow up a year from now. Okay? So this Kurtscardcare situation, these flippers, they want to use it. Okay, make money in the short run. How will it work out for you in the long run when you have all this supply of cards out there? It's not going to work, in my opinion. There are sustainable ways of making money in this hobby. One that I've talked about in the past is buying lots. assuming the cards are legit, right? That's one of the tricky parts. And then selling them. Now is a better time. And we're going to be going through a tough, once again, environment the next few years. May not happen in the next 6 months, but later on in that period, it's going to happen. What's going to happen to your cards? This Kurtscardcare, is that going to help you? I don't think so. I think selling lots, that's the way to do it, in my opinion. And that's what I'm looking at right now. And trying to see, hey, look, what's a good lot to buy online, on eBay, or on OfferUp, or through these other shows. That's what I'm thinking out loud. And what will all of you pumpers do when the whole system implodes? When liquidity dries out? That's something to think about. What is sustainable in the long run? All right, I talk about Taleb's strategy of anti-fragile. This Kurtzcard thing is a fragile strategy. A lot of people, while they may make money in the short run, not a good thing long term. If everyone's doing it, you're artificially increasing the supply. I got a lot of heat for this last year when I talked about that Herbert card sale, which I thought was some hanky-panky going down. And I think the dude, I think Fractor Man or whatever his name is, I believe he duped Card Ladder. That's just my own opinion. There's no way, in my opinion, that card sold for $1 million. All right? People are telling me that card's manipulated. That dude allegedly manipulated the Herbert market. And Justin Herbert with the Chargers, where are they now? Right? Nowhere. No offense to him. Even though he's an okay quarterback, he's not an elite quarterback. It's just unreal. Anyways, I wanted to hear your thoughts on this. Is Kurtscardcare for grifters? That's my own opinion. I think it is. And it's just a short-term fix, just like we see in our economy, in our society. Everything's about the short term, but they don't look at the long term. And because of that, you're going to end up hurting the hobby long term rather than helping it out. Anyways, let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you later. See ya. Bye.